Ron Paul has given what is being considered his farewell address to Congress. Ron Paul is retiring at the end of the year. He had a lot to say. Let's get to a little bit of that speech here, Louis, and get some of our thoughts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks.
Without objection, so ordered.
Mr. Speaker, this may be the last time I speak on the House floor. At the end of the year, I'll leave Congress after 23 years in office over a 36-year period. My goals in 1976 were the same as they are today: promote peace and prosperity by a strict adherence to the principles of individual liberty. It was my opinion that the course of the U.S. embarked on in the latter part of the 20th century would bring us a major financial crisis and engulf us in a foreign policy that would overextend us and undermine our national security. To achieve these goals, I sought the government would have had to shrink in size and scope, reduce spending, change the monetary system, and reject the unsustainable costs of policing the world and expanding the American empire.
So let's stop there. He later went on and he said he actually kind of lamented that he wasn't able to really do that much of what he set out to do, which was rein in excessive government and stop these unconstitutional wars of aggression. So, at least we can say he was actively fighting against the military-industrial complex. We can say that. Ron Paul is on his way out. He's retiring. That's perfectly fine. However, we've been asked, we've had so many debates involving Ron Paul over the last 4 years or so, and we had a lot that we disagreed with Ron Paul about, including Ron Paul thought that he was against the minimum wage, he was against antitrust laws, he thought that the 16th Amendment to the Constitution establishing a progressive income tax was unconstitutional. He wanted to eliminate the Departments of Agriculture, Education, Energy, Commerce, Health and Human Services, Labor, wanted to get rid of the EPA, Obamacare, the IRS. We could go on and on. But what can we say about Ron Paul? I guess we're doing what everybody else does, which is when somebody retires, you say something good about them. And I guess the good is he was against the military-industrial complex, right?
Yes, and he was certainly an independent voice in the Congress. He fought hard, and he achieved some success as a third-party candidate. What else can we say? He
wasn't really a third-party candidate, except sometimes until at the very end when he didn't have the Republican nomination for different things. What's your thought, Natan, on Ron Paul's retirement?
Right. I think he did run as the Libertarian Party candidate 2 decades ago, if I remember correctly. But my thoughts are now we have to deal with Rand Paul. Good luck.
That certainly, I would rather deal with Ron Paul. Yes.
I would as well.
I agree there.
No question about it. So maybe a little bit of a pessimistic thing. Ron Paul being replaced with Rand Paul, who seems to be even further outside of logic and reason.
Yes.